Well, a very grand and glorious day, everyone. Grand and glorious day to you today on this amazing day where life is occurring. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And ideally, it continues to occur with bliss and joy and peace and love and liberty and freedom and fun and abundance and excellent health and continued wisdom into our patterns of frequency and vibration, our patterns of energy. And I was thinking today about the frequency of disappointment. Ooh, drop the old copper ball with that. The frequency of disappointment and how these frequencies are our returning resonance in so many instances. So, based upon our life experience, there is a frequency somewhere within our energetic field. And remember to always, you can always look at the some of the body maps that I have shown with you. And we're always talking about that wonderful book, Power versus Force, and the level of consciousness, which is really just where we're vibrating at any given moment in time. And so let's say that we, in some thoughts, that we made an agreement on the other side to come in and heal for ourselves, let's say, the frequency of disappointment. This is a universal concept. Grab my tea. And so we come in and we choose the perfect parents to create this frequency of disappointment. But since we are a self-regulating mechanism on this earth plane, we are a transmitting and receiving resonance, frequency, vibration, a package of beautiful bright light that is spinning so fast that we can't even comprehend. And somewhere within that beautiful bright light, that is your genius, that is your joy, that is your true peace, that is just your soul's aspect, then somewhere in there is that disappointment, that frequency of disappointment gets stuck. And it begins to ring and ping. And what happens is, because so many of the things that we create, for lack of a better word, this is my level of understanding here and now. And remember, we're always, not always, but we always want to look to the parts that can't be seen first. You know, we stub our toe and we grab it and we look at it and we cry and we say, oh, my toe, my toe, my toe. And then tomorrow I'm going to tell you, oh my gosh, I stubbed my toe. I do have kind of a funny toe stubbing story. It was a brutal hula hooping accident that resulted in a very badly stubbed toe for myself. And even when I say that right then and there and I wiggle that big toe, I can feel that. So that is these energy packets glom onto us and ring and ping, like all of us, like every bit of us, that which is seen, but especially that which is unseen. We don't really recognize that concept of expansiveness and entanglement, or entanglement as Cosmos says. But it's entanglement. So what is that? That is my ability to disappoint or be disappointed is a heat-seeking missile, so to speak. And it is going to go out there and acquire other people with their heat-seeking missile for disappointment. Do you see what I'm saying here? Let's just take a breath. And just, in the work we're doing together, we're always just extending that exhalation. And the reason we do that is because that moves us more towards the relaxed parasympathetic system. So we're taking this breath and we're focusing on that exhalation. Hopefully in a calm, restful way. And we just want to go to that frequency of the disappointment that's out there and just imagine where it might be. We don't need to get specific here in the sense of who created this, because it's just it's constant. We all have it. You may know of a specific instance, frequency of disappointment. We can all look at those. We can all look at those within our scape. But if they become pervasive, that's when they make an exceptionally loud ringing and pinging. And for myself, I know that, I disappoint others and I allow myself to be disappointed by others. But the time in disappointment is much shorter now. It's like, okay, there it is again. Breathe out to it. There it is. Breathe into it. Bring it into you. Just imagine that now it's going to connect where that matching resonance in. Now, the matching resonance is where you've stored it in your physical body. And so much of this is stored into our backs. And I think I've told you about how freeing life is becoming the more the back work that I do. And I do a lot of the tapping, the power pounding, and that helps me release that. So if I were going to say disappointment, first thing that comes to me is just because maybe my hand's right here, but it's the outside of my thigh. I'm just going to tap that a little bit and just forgive myself for forgetting that I create disappointment for myself, for others. Now I'm just going to tap the other side of the hips. Hips and thighs can really hold a lot of these things that were created: home, family, tribe, career, safety and security in the world, and what is also called the root chakra. Remember, we're really delving deeply into our root chakra. And so it is our structure, and I can see clearly how disappointment could be nicks in people's structure that would cause maybe sore hips, maybe sore knees, not being able to joyfully move forward, not feeling grounded. Root chakra is all about the grounding. That's why we have to first ground ourselves each day. And sometimes we forget that, but hopefully we quickly reconnect to that good earth energy. We see our feet upon the earth. And if I were to continue to just exhale, maybe tap my body a little more, get really into my body, and just imagine every time that I have disappointed others or myself, or have allowed that, we're just going to breathe that out of the body now. Surrender, release, and let that go. We just send it down to the core of the earth, where we allow it to be burned off, formless and harmless in love and light for the benefit of all. So that disappointment now, a couple of things can happen. Well, a whole realm of things can happen because we are each unique in our experience. Therefore, our pattern is not ever going to be like anybody else's. And so the universe, God, source, Christ consciousness will give us opportunities to heal disappointment even more so. You thought you were going to be able to do X, Y, or Z, and now you can't. A, B, or C is no longer coming for the holidays. Whatever that is going to return us to that disappointment, we now just focus on it, quickly heal it now because we recognize disappointment. Oh, okay. I tell Hun sometimes that, yes, we are here to disappoint each other. And that's painful. That sucks. Especially, the more ensconced in an intimate relationship you are, sometimes the uglier these things become. You disappointed me again. Yes, I did. And probably going to disappoint you again. May I apologize now for my unconsciousness? And would you gently, lovingly point me back to consciousness if I'm in the frequency of disappointment? Because generally, like anger, like depression, like many of these low frequency vibrations, because we're unconscious, we don't even know that we're enmeshed in that. And all that that's doing is just like brewing up a storm there. So we say, disappointment again. I recognize you. I know that out there's this frequency. I'm just going to consciously move my mind to that place. I'm going to just lovingly release that and just send it back to wherever it came from as I now come into my body and maybe tap that sore point. Oh, look at that. That's my hip or my elbow or my, headache. And look where that is on your bodyscape, your body map, which is the chakra system, the wheels of energy that help us translate the unseen into the seen. That's why we want all of our 7 main chakras and all of our 6 secondary chakras and all of our 20 tertiary chakras and the 144,000 other frequency bands to vibrate, resonate, project, and restore resonance, return resonance in a beautiful, light way. You could think of the next time where you put yourself in hell. Let's say you're, I don't know, traffic could be a challenge for people, and instead of like listening to something wonderfully uplifting, you're resonating behind the wheel of a 6,000-pound. Anyhow, your irritation, as soon as you come to say and even chuckle, that's that exhalation. That's why laugh therapy is so good. And sometimes it's like, oh, fired again. Thank you. Thank you. Now I need to go and see where it is that it's my responsibility that I cause myself to be fired from everywhere. Or whatever that may be. And say, and be able to quickly restore. So that body tapping of recognizing where I am right now, sending out a little love onto the earth, Bring that back into your body in a new conscious way, sending it through your energetic system down to the core of the earth, where we just, that exhalation, let it go. Reset the parasympathetic system. Inhale back into our glory. Inhale in the love and light, the full protection of God, the Christ consciousness. Be grateful to all of that. Forgive yourself for all of that. Recognize your connection and continue to move forward. Whatever it may be, as soon as we shine the light, remember, light is the ultimate disinfectant. We look at it, we see it, we acknowledge it, we say thank you to it, we forgive ourselves for forgetting that we don't have to act this way or be this way or feel this way. We recognize our connection and the potency of that. We're vibrating out there onto the earth exactly what we want, whether we're conscious of it or not. So if I want more crisis and drama, I create more crisis and drama. If I want more love and light, I create more love and light with gratitude for the benefit of all. When we heal ourselves, we are helping to send out, we're no longer contaminating the collective. We are now contributing. I always have liked to say, because we have free will. But where we are right here and now, I'm seeing our free will as having been diminished for many, many reasons. And we go more deeply into that in the chakra class. I hope you'll come along. We are at about 20 minutes today. That is today's transmission. So let's just take a breath into the body with awareness, because now we want to supercharge and energize ourselves. There we go. Energize ourselves, intercharge ourselves, engage that powerful pelvic point. Be free in your body. Just breathe your awareness, the Christ consciousness, into any bits of icky stickiness within your bodyscape and moving outward, expanding your energy through your heart space. Just come to awareness of that. Heal your heart. We can all heal, so that we can all joyfully move forward, looking at each other, loving each other in a dynamic, powerful way, respecting each other, serving each other, helping each other, offering the kindness. And now really breathe into that with that inhalation, and squeeze your entire physical being. Now hold that for an instant. Now release. Come into power position number 1. Love those kidney points. Feel the power of your form and structure, which is just below your belly button right there, the dantian. We're holding right behind and below our ribs on our back. This is kidney, adrenal, moving throughout the entire gland system. Liver, gallbladder, belly. May we nourish ourselves well today. Come forward, tap that heart. Right in the middle of your chest, thump that thymus, awaken or relax and calm the overstimulated immune system. That's a big one. This will do either. And now just put your hand there. And let's just be at peace now. Let's just send that outward all the way around. Bring it back into our bodyscape again, in the back. down to the core, relax, and enjoy your day. Namaste.